everyone, and welcome back to Simple Visibility. I just come on to give you this little update on another feature that I've discovered inside of Instagram. Now, I was doing a live just now on my YouTube channel and actually on my Facebook business page and on my LinkedIn account, and we were running through the updates that Instagram have been rolling out during this week, and we are in November 2020. And I discovered that there is a new addition to the features inside of Instagram. So now what happens is that you can actually have a guide tab. So when you click the plus button on your profile page to post a post, you actually get a guide come up. And that guide enables you to recommend a place, a product, or a post that perhaps you've seen that you want to recommend to other people. And once you start using the guides, it actually creates a new tab on your profile page. So you actually have a grid tab, a Reels tab, an IGTV tab, a guide tab, a shopping tab, and a tag tab. So now you have actually 6 tabs along your Instagram account. So what I'm going to do is, rather than me just talk like this, I'm going to dive in and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so here we are inside my Instagram account. So if you haven't already followed me here, please do jump over to Instagram and follow me at _Anita_Wong. So we're talking about the new guides feature inside of Instagram. So I discovered it by clicking on the plus button inside of my actual profile page. So when you click on it, as you can see, at the very bottom of this pop-up menu, there is a guides tab. When you click on that guides tab, it gives you the options to select 3 different things. So it wants you to recommend a place in your city and beyond. It wants you to recommend products or your favorite products that perhaps you've purchased or you've used. And it also wants to recommend a post that maybe you've created or you've saved by another user previously. So what happens when you choose one of them is that actually it opens up into a mirage of different opportunities. So before I show you exactly what you do, I just want to show you what it looks like when you finish. So here on my profile page, you can see that now that I've actually got a guide, I have this new guides tab here. So not only do you have your grid, your Reels, your Instagram TV, your shopping, and your tag tab, you also have this guides tab. So this guides tab actually enables you to create a guide of recommendation. So when I click on it, what's happened is that I've actually recommended my program to you all. So if you want to learn all about Instagram and Facebook stories and actually how to use Instagram and Facebook as a business owner, and you want to be on top of all the changes, then I do recommend that you sign up for the waitlist for this. But anyway, what happens is that I chose the product, and then it enabled me to write a little call to action about the product, like why I was choosing it. It also asked me to say why I wanted to recommend it, so why I was choosing it and what made me recommend it. And it also then gave me the actual product. And then when I click on it, it takes me to the product page. So what it then does is it enables you to then click on visit website, and you can go ahead and find out a little bit more about the product, and then you can go ahead and purchase. So that's what it looks like if you've recommended a shop product. So let's have a little look at recommending something else. Okay, so now we're back on my Instagram profile. What we need to do is go to the plus button at the top, click on the guides tab, and then you're free to go ahead and create your own guide. So I did one for products earlier. Let's do one for posts. So what it's going to do is it's going to allow you to choose some of your own posts, or you can choose some of the saved posts that you've saved from other contributors. But just for this, I'm just going to grab a couple of my posts. So I'm going to grab this one and this one. Now you can choose more than one post, so that's a really good thing to do as well. So perhaps if you were creating a collection of restaurants that you've been to, or a collection of posts about one particular feature that you're offering, you could create a guide on that. So these 2 posts that I've done are all about how video can transform your marketing. So I'm going to go ahead and choose these 2. Now you can give the actual guide a title. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a guide on video marketing. So my guide is about video marketing, and as you can see, it says that you can change your cover, but actually I quite like that cover as well. So what is your guide about? This is an option, so you can dig deep into this a little bit more. you can go down and add a title to the post and tell people what it's about. So obviously I know what this is about because I actually created it, but if you're using ones that you've saved, it might be worth you actually having your desktop open so that you can actually refer to that saved post on your desktop whilst you fill out the details on your mobile. So this one is the Wild Journey. And then you can actually say what the post is about if you want to. Otherwise, I believe that they'll be able to post, like click on it later anyway. So I'm going to leave the description out. And then this one is about how video catches time. Because it's all about the fact that video is very immersive and you can actually show time lapse in video, whereas with a still picture you don't. So that's the two things that I've done. So then all you need to do is you click next. And what happens is it allows you to preview your guide. So I'm going to preview my guide. And this is what people will see. So you have a little look here. They can see, and then they can see down the bottom who posted the post and where it's all come from. And then when they click on it, they can actually see the post and read the post. So that's a way of really promoting other people inside your guide. So that's the preview. So let's close that down. And then all we need to do, if you want to, you can save it as a draft. So if you go ahead and save it as a draft, it will be saved to your guides draft so that you could come back into it, perhaps add some more posts, go away and have a look if there's anything else relevant to this guide that you can add to it. Otherwise, you go ahead and click share and it will publish your guide on your Instagram account. So now what has happened is if we see that we've got the guides tab here, we now have two guides in my collection. I have one for a product and one for video marketing. So I click on the video marketing one. As you can see, I've got my title, a brief description. Both videos are clickable, so both posts are clickable. So I can actually send people to my post so they can see all about my post. And then you can see that they're at the bottom. But what it also does is it allows you to add to your guide. So not only do you create your guide in the first instance, but you can actually add to your guide as well, which is also super cool. Because if you experience anything differently, so if you're eating in a restaurant, you want to add some more pictures or you want to post about it a bit more, you can add them. If you're recommending a product and perhaps you bought the product, so you recommend it, and then you come back and you try the product out and then you want to do a review of the product, you can also pop that in as well. And also with the posts, you can add more posts onto the post. So this is probably the one that's the most versatile. What also you can do is at the top you've got these three little dots. So this lets you delete the guide, edit the guide, or copy the link, or share it outside of Instagram. So if I click share to, it's going to open up my phone and allow me to share it to lots of different places as well. Also, if we click on the aeroplane, it's actually going to allow me to add this guide to my story. So this is amazing because what this will do is it will show people this new feature. And if you take this new feature up and you see it, it's going to be amazing. So what I'm going to do now is that you can actually let people know that you're talking about video marketing and that you've got this new guide. So that's a really good feature as well. So you go ahead and share this to your story. And I click send to, and it's going to let me send it to my Instagram stories, and it's also going to let me send it to my Facebook business stories as well. So I'm going to share it over to my Facebook business stories and let everybody know what's going on. Click done, and then come out of there and close up what you've done because we've already done it now. So we're going to close that up, go back to your Instagram. And that's a really good feature. So let's have a little look at it inside of my story. So there's inside my story. When I click on it, it's going to say view guide. Once you click view guide, it's going to open up that guide for all to see, which is a great way of actually seeing what's going on. And I can do that again for my other guide. I can share that off into my story and I can also post that. Once you're happy, go ahead and share that. And we're all done. So go back to your profile. So just a quick reminder, make sure you're on your profile setting, click the plus button, click the guide button, and you're free to create your guides. Now also, once you've created a guide, you'll get this new guides tab on your mobile phone. How amazing was that? Absolutely amazing. It's a really, really good tool that Instagram has brought out. It's a really good feature that I think that we should all really try to use. And I think it's going to be a little bit of an undiscovered feature in a way. So please don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that button so that you get notified the next time I go live or bring you an awesome update like this one. And all that's left to say is happy Instagramming, and I will see you in the next video.